started off their Hey Siri event today by saying that Apple Watch now has over 10,000 apps, and the Apple Watch Sport will now be available in 2 more colors, gold and rose gold. There's now a number of new sport band colors, including product red, and I did want a red band, so that's pretty cool. Apple is also working with AirMiles to create different watch bands. They also mentioned that watchOS 2 will be available on September 16th alongside iOS 9. Apple then went on to announce the iPad Pro, an iPad with a 12.9-inch display and A9X processor. This iPad Pro has a resolution of 2732 by 2048, so it has a total of 5.6 million pixels. The flash storage in iPad Pro has 2 times faster read and write speeds, which is great for opening apps and stuff. The A9X chip is 1.8 times faster than the A8X chip that it replaces. And the A9X chip can support up to 3 streams of 4K video at once, which is just amazing, especially for a tablet. Obviously, a new iOS 9 feature is slide over, but the iPad Pro will not only support slide over, but it will be able to support the full-size portrait orientation of the iPad Air 2. So if you were to slide over, you would have the exact iPad Air 2 app in portrait mode alongside of another one, which is pretty cool. The iPad Pro also has 4 speakers to bring stereo sound. Apple also announced a new smart keyboard for the iPad Pro that connects right in with a special connector. There's no batteries or anything, and it just works with the iPad Pro. The image they used for it, though, like when I saw that, I was like, well, why are we talking about a Surface? It looks exactly like the Surface ad pictures. Just kind of weird. Apple also announced Apple Pencil. Apple Pencil works closely with the iPad Pro to see how you're moving the pencil and stuff like that. And you can select down to 1 pixel. It's that precise. The iPad Pro starts at $799, and that's for 32 gigs of storage. Then Apple Pencil will be sold separately for $99, and the Apple Smart Keyboard will be sold for $169. Apple then announced a new Apple TV, finally! Which will include third-party apps and new tvOS. The new Apple TV will come with what Apple is calling a Siri remote, which supports Bluetooth 4.0 and has a Lightning connector on the bottom for charging. Apple then announced the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 6s Plus, which has support for 3D Touch. That's what Apple's calling it. 3D Touch. This makes absolutely no sense to me. They announced the Apple Watch with Force Touch. They announced a new MacBook trackpad with Force Touch. So why didn't they just call it Force Touch on the iPhone? That's essentially what it is. That's exactly what it resembles. It doesn't make sense to me why they called it 3D Touch. Why are they like breaking up, the line of products here? It should be there's one thing for all the products. It just makes absolutely 0 sense. I don't think they should have done that at all. The iPhone 6 and 6s Plus also has an A9 chip, which has a 70% faster CPU performance than the A8 chip. They are also 90% faster in GPU performance. They also have a 12 megapixel iSight camera, which is capable of recording 4K video. When I heard 4K video, I was like, there's no way Apple is still going to sell a 16 gigabyte iPhone with this. Because the storage for 16 gigabyte, or the storage for 4K video is just so big it would use up a lot of the 16 gigs that you have, and you just wouldn't be able to enjoy the feature on a 16 gigabyte iPhone. But no, Apple is still selling a 16 gigabyte iPhone 6s and 6s Plus. Maybe next year we'll bump that up to 32 gigs. The iPhone 6s and 6s Plus will also have what Apple's calling live photos. So if you 3D touch, again, that is that phrase or word or whatever Apple wants to call it, which is just insanely stupid. It should be force touch photos, but it's not. 3D touch photos. So when you touch it with 3D touch, it will play a little bit of like what happened before and after you took the picture. It's kind of like an animated GIF, and it will have sound. So that is pretty cool. It will also come in rose gold in addition to the normal gold that we're used to with the iPhone 6 and 5S, along with the iPad Air 2. Honestly, I don't see why there should be two different gold colors in the iPhone lineup. It doesn't make sense to me at all. The iPhone 6s and 6s Plus will launch on September 25th. And Apple has a new program for buying iPhones. You can buy your iPhone from Apple through this program. It's called the iPhone Upgrade Program. Very descriptive. It's $31 a month, and you can upgrade your iPhone every year. Along with that $31, that includes Apple Care Plus. So I think it is a really good deal, and I may consider this for the next time I buy an iPhone, which will not be this year. So that is the Hey Siri September 2015 Apple Keynote. I hope you enjoyed the keynote. Let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video.